And thanks for joining us on another episode of Brand and Business News, your indispensable companion on the journey through Nigeria's marketing communication industry, PR strategic innovation, and the bustling activities of the business community. My name is Uzoma Atuma. Today on the show, inspiring change. SHECAN Nigeria 5.0 equips women to conquer the business world. LANRE ADISA takes the helm. Noah's Ark CEO elected AAAN president, poised to revolutionize Nigeria's advertising landscape. Communication chaos. Customers furious after sudden SIM card deactivation. On our interview segment, navigating crisis and innovation. John EHIGUESE discussing the future of PR with SHINA, ITEADE. This and many more will come your way shortly. Don't go anywhere. Amidst a dynamic world propelled by innovation and influence, where branding defines success and communication is key, we bring you Brand and Business News on TV, your gateway to the latest in marketing strategies, branding trends, and business insights. Join us every Thursday evening as we explore the forefront of business innovation and consumer trends. From exclusive event coverage to insightful consumer feedback, Brand and Business News on TV is where brand stories meet its audience. Don't miss out. Join the conversation. Partner with us today and elevate your brand's impact. For event coverage, partnership, and advertising opportunities, contact us now on www.bbnewstv.com or call +234 7037 529494. That is +234 7037 529494. Brand and Business News on TV, shaping the future of business, brands, and marketing. One story at a time. You're welcome back. Today we begin with Consumers Talk, where BBNews crew led by Ruth Aluko hit the streets of Lagos to capture the pulse of the city in response to a major telecom debacle, the sudden deactivation of SIM cards. This crisis has left many customers disconnected, fueling consumer frustration and shaking consumer trust. Ruth spoke directly with Lagos residents to uncover how this disruption is impacting their loyalty and daily lives.
Now, Consumers Talk.
Láti 5:30 ni mo ti lọ sí MTN's office. Ìgbà tí mo débẹ̀ number 105 ni mo dúró tíbẹ̀ títí.
In a move to meet the deadline set by the Nigerian Communications Commission (NCC) for NIN verification, telcos under the Association of Licensed Telecommunication Operators of Nigeria have recently disconnected subscribers whose national identification numbers have not been verified. As a result, many users faced long queues to reactivate their lines, while others expressed frustration over the disruption. In today's Consumers Talk segment, we hit the streets of Lagos to hear firsthand from affected subscribers. They share their struggles, detailing how the disconnection has impacted their businesses, personal connections, and daily lives. We will also explore their perspectives on why the NIN linkage was introduced and gather their suggestions on how both telcos and the NCC can improve the process to make it easier for everyone.
Over the weekend, my dad was sick and he was in the hospital, and my mom was literally the only person there for him. And every effort for us to get through to my mom was literally not, we could not reach her, because her SIM was blocked, and it was the longest time for her SIM to be blocked. We could not reach her. She could not basically do most of the things she could do, and it was a delicate situation because attention was needed for my dad, and we needed to reach out to know how it is like and the like. So it was very, very uncomfortable, and I can't imagine how many other people that will be in that situation in Nigeria.
I'm a business person. Some of my customers, I try to reach them. I cannot get through them. When I ask them, say what happened, they say they don't know. But to me personally, because of the protest, that's why they now bring this kind of SIM block, some things to me, which is unfair. So they have to do something about it. The thing really affects also to me as a business person, because I can't get through to some of my customers. Láti ọjọ́ Sunday náà ti block SIM mi. In fact, mi ò tiẹ̀ mọ̀ pé wọ́n block ẹ̀, mo ṣe receive call tán ni mo dẹ̀ ti link NIN several times. Ó take mi ní stress gan láti 5:30 ni mo ti lọ sí MTN's office. Ìgbà tí mo débẹ̀ number 105 ni mo mú. Mo dúró síbẹ̀ títí wọ́n tẹ̀ stress wa, wọ́n ṣe ní ká máa dá different types of code. Ó affect mi gan, mi ò lè ṣiṣẹ́ láti ìgbà tán ti block ẹ̀, mi ò lè ṣe data, mi lè load card, mi lè ṣe anything, mi lè receive alert. So ó jẹ́ kí n lose within the period of block SIM me.
The only problem I have with the federal government this time around, or NCC this time around, is that I think they will have informed those people like a week ahead that in the next 1 week your line will be permanently disconnected.
Maybe the government should talk to the NCC so that they can have a meeting with the other network companies so that they can give all masses, everybody a time that we can find to do this, because most of people, they are going to work and maybe it's only on weekend basis that they are free to do the registration or the upgrading. So maybe if you can give us a limited time, so I think this will help. So we are pleading to the government to talk to the NCC so that they can fix this as soon as possible.
I think it will be better if this SIM registration can be done even on phone at the comfort of your home or your office or your workplace. You can easily bang. You fill the form and submit. Done. Even to me, even all these small button phones too should be able to benefit and access this platform. So making it easy. So I think that.
Now, brand news.
In a significant shift for Nigeria's advertising landscape, LANRE ADISA, the Managing Director and Chief Creative Officer of NWAS Arc Communications, has been appointed as the new President of the Association of Advertising Agencies of Nigeria, AAAN. This transition occurred during the AAAN's 54th Annual General Meeting, AGM, held recently in Ogun State. ADISA, who takes over from Steve Babayeko after a notable two-term tenure, will lead the AAAN Executive Board into a new era of strategic vision and creative excellence. Its presidency is anticipated to mark a dynamic period for the association, with a focus on amplifying its influence and fostering industry growth. Joining ADISA on the Executive Board are Adekoyejo Abiola as Vice President, Shola Adegorioye as Treasurer, Fumibi Fayo Adeleye as Publicity Secretary, and Sam Ochoma as Assistant Publicity Secretary. Together, this leadership team is poised to drive the AAAN's agenda forward, leveraging their collective expertise to bolster the association's prominence and effectiveness in the ever-evolving advertising sector. In his inaugural address, ADISA underscored its commitment to building on the solid foundation laid by its predecessor and steering the AAAN towards new heights of innovation and industry relevance. Its strategic vision promises to enhance the association's role in shaping the future of advertising in Nigeria. Steve Babayeko will transition to an ex-officio role, reflected on his tenure with pride, highlighting how strategic partnerships and member collaboration have significantly elevated the association's profile and impact. Under his leadership, AAAN faced and overcame considerable challenges, achieving remarkable milestones and solidifying its stature in the industry. As the AAAN embarks on this new chapter, the focus will be on harnessing creative synergies and fostering an environment conducive to groundbreaking advertising solutions. With LANRE ADISA at the helm, the association is set to continue its trajectory of excellence and innovation in Nigeria's vibrant advertising landscape.
Still on brand news.
LH Telecommunications Limited has officially taken the reins at Emerging Markets Telecommunications Service Limited, the parent company of Nine Mobile, by acquiring a majority stake. This transformative deal marks a significant shift in Nigeria's telecom landscape. In a statement released recently, LH Telecom reveals that the acquisition has been given the green light by both the Nigerian Communications Commission (NCC) and the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission (FCCPC). The deal involves a strategic overhaul, including the appointment of a new board to steer the company through its next chapter. Although the specifics of the financial transaction remains confidential, it's clear that this acquisition, which receives approval from the Africa Export-Import Bank in May 2023, has fundamentally altered Nine Mobile's ownership dynamics. LH Telecoms now holds a commanding 95.5% stake in Nine Mobile, facilitated by a substantial infusion of fresh capital and the issuance of new shares. This bold investment is anticipated to revitalize Nine Mobile, offering a much-needed boost to its operations and competitive edge in Nigeria's fiercely competitive telecom sector. The new leadership team, spearheaded by Obafemi Banigbe as the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer, is poised to guide the company through this pivotal transition and spearhead its recovery. The acquisition is a promising development for Nine Mobile, which has faced considerable challenges since its acquisition by TeleLG Holdings in 2018. Once a telecom giant with a subscriber base peaking at 22 million in October 2016, Nine Mobile saw a decline to 15 million by November 2018. As of the latest data from the National Bureau of Statistics, the operator now has 11.7 million voice subscribers and 3.3 million internet users. With LH Telecoms at the helm, the revitalized Nine Mobile is set on a new growth trajectory, leveraging enhanced stability and increased investment to restart its position in Nigeria's telecom market. You're still on Brand and Business News. Our brand event this week features an inside look at SHECAN Nigeria 5.0, an empowering event that's making waves in the business world. BBNews crew recently covered this incredible initiative, which is equipping women with skills and confidence to thrive in the business arena. Stay tuned as we showcase the highlights and inspiring moments from this transformative event.
Now, brand event.
In a vibrant gathering at Harbour Point, Victoria Island, Lagos, women from diverse backgrounds converged for the SHECAN Nigeria 5.0 conference, themed Positioning for More. The event held on May 24th was a powerful testament to the growing movement of women striving to assert their presence in the business world. Organized by Ezine Ezeani, the conference aimed to inspire Nigerian women to realize and harness their potential regardless of their background. With insightful sessions from industry leaders like Jane Kimemia, Shafi Bello, Grace Ofure, and Ololade Ogugbenro, the event provided a platform for women to share their stories, gain mentorship, and be encouraged to break through the barriers of male-dominated professions.
One thing about women is that we always want things to go well, and we always find our way to make sure that everything works well. So companies will definitely achieve so much when they have women leading their companies, because we know we are very good at organizing things. So I believe that women will do well in business, and company will definitely, they will have so much thing to enjoy when they have women leading in their companies.
Women in leadership positions all over the world now, especially here in Nigeria. There are women doing extremely great and phenomenal things, and if they don't benefit, why do you think they'll be promoting women to leadership positions?
What is the representation of women in mid-level management? What is the representation of women? Why? Because of the recognition that when women are represented, that when women are present, that basically in terms of stability of organizations, in terms of sustainability, in terms of the bottom line, driving profitability. So it doesn't matter what sector you're talking about, and that's why I said, is it agriculture, is it finance, is it trade, is it government, is it fashion, whatever stage, is it finance, that across board, we need to break the stereotypes that women can only be in specific positions and in specific organizations. We can, and we are already more. We have impacted organizations, we have built businesses, as we have built families, and we have built our sons we have built, our husbands we have. So basically, wherever you want sustainability, change, transformation, real growth, women have to be included. Absolutely.
Other attendees at the event stressed that women's role in the business world cannot be downplayed, highlighting that women can significantly impact the growth of the corporate industries.
Amidst a dynamic world propelled by innovation and influence, where Brandon defines success and communication is key, we bring you Brandon Business News on TV, your gateway to the latest in marketing strategies, branding trends, and business insights. Join us every Thursday evening as we explore the forefront of business innovation and consumer trends. From exclusive event coverage to insightful consumer feedback, Brandon Business News on TV is where brand stories meet its audience. Don't miss out. Join the conversation. Partner with us today and elevate your brand's impact. For event coverage, partnership, and advertising opportunities, contact us now on www.bbnewstv.com or call +234 7037 529494. That is +234 7037 529494. Brandon Business News on TV, shaping the future of business, brands, and marketing, one story at a time.
To our interview segment, LTBB, let's talk brand and business. In this compelling episode, our host, SHINA ITEADE, sat down with John EHIGUESE, the MD CEO of Mediacraft Associates, a leading authority in public relations with over 20 years of experience as digital media and citizen journalism began reshaping the PR landscape. SHINA guided the conversation on how traditional strategies were adapting, explored the intricacies of managing corporate crisis, and unveil the future of perception management. Stay tuned as we delve into this insightful discussion on navigating the evolving world of PR.
Now, LTBB, let's talk brand and business with SHINA ITEADE.
This is Let's Talk Brand and Business, a platform specially created to host technocrats, leaders, and industry authorities within the marketing, communications, and business community. My name is SHINA ITEADE, your host on this special segment. Today I'm thrilled to welcome a true luminary in this field with over 20 years of experience and a track record of crafting hundreds of compelling brand stories through numerous PR campaigns. My guest is undeniably a leading authority in perception management here in Nigeria, Africa, and beyond. Please join me in welcoming Mr. John EHIGUESE, Group CEO, Mediacraft Associates. It's an honor to have you on this show, sir.
Thank you so much.
Now let's talk brand and business. Quackery has been a significant concern in PR industry. And here in Nigeria, we keep talking about this every day. Our PR cans, that's the Public Relations Consultancy of Nigeria, are the frameworks, for managing these issues merely superficial. A whole lot seems to be said, but critics feel actions and results are not really, matching up.
Quackery is an issue in our business, and quackery is at two levels. First of all, the level of ignorance. There are some people that are just not rooted enough in the business that have that in the business, if you know what I mean. And there are also some people that have a specialty in a particular aspect of the business and claim to be PR people. For example, influencers. We use influencers a lot in our campaigns now. Influencer marketing, influencers. So it's easy for some influencer to think that just because you are working for a PR firm or work with PR firms, you are an IPR consultant. Ditto journalists. So the journalist is not a PR professional. They are biased apart. Yes, conventionally, is a natural transition for journalists to PR, but that does not mean that it's the same thing. And I have a lot of journalists here. When I employed them, after 3 months, I called them and said, look, what is your experience like? They said, we didn't know it was like this. We thought we were new PR. Just because we work with journalists doesn't mean journalists is a PR person. Their bias apart, their minds apart. Because what you do in PR is that you study the publics of the brand. That's what the public in public relations is. Not public in general sense. It's a technical expression. Public is just different stakeholder groups that affect the brand or that are affected by the brand. That is the public. So with each of these stakeholder groups, you have relationships with them. That's what's called public relations. That's what PR is. So it's not just the general public as we know it. So it is this. First of all, you have to identify these publics and you have to craft communication on a regular basis because you're always communicating with them. You need to have a fundamental understanding of PR to be able to practice PR and know the rudiments. You have to be trained in PR to know the rudiments. So a lot of people jump into this thing just because they think they are journalists and they start. Politicians don't help matters at all. So they recruit journalists and call them PR people. So they get excited and think that they are running PR. That's why some of them go into trouble because you don't have professional help. And this is a body of knowledge that is specialized. It's not just a local commerce affair. That's what we need to, to campaign, So in terms of regulation, yes, because of the way Nigeria is now, you don't need to establish a business to have PR briefs. All you have to do is know somebody who gives you a brief and maybe mobilizes you, and you go and do whatever it is that you want to do, and get a couple of articles in newspapers and think that you've done your job.
But that's not supposed to be for a noble profession.
That's what's happening. You can't try this kind of thing. South Africa, for example, you can't try the kind of thing we do in Nigeria here. You can't be a journalist and call yourself a PR person at the same time. It's not acceptable. They are two different worlds apart. Yes, journalism will be a transition to a career in PR, but that's not the same thing. And so when you move from journalism to PR, you have to unlearn your journalism bits and relearn PR practices, PR strategy and theory. So that's the challenge. So we have a problem with quackery. Unfortunately, some of the quacks make a lot of money, more money than us perhaps, because they have political connections and so on, and they get the juicy briefs. Forget whether they are effective or not. That's not the point. But the people who give them the briefs don't even care whether they perform. They just have other objectives, for giving them the business. So that is a function. Unfortunately, the statutory regulation is not stiff, it's not strong right now because NIPR, Nigeria is supposed to regulate the PR industry, but they're not doing enough.
PR firms often play a vital role in handling corporate scandals. How many scandals have you been able to manage in the last few decades? Crisis management.
There is a popular saying there are only two kinds of organizations: the ones that have had crisis and the ones that are going to have crisis, because crisis is inevitable. Part of our service offering is to also manage crisis. Luckily, we have affiliates with Fresh Mahilat Global Network, which is top 3 in the world, and we have access to their crisis management playbook. So there are tools and resource materials that help us with managing crisis. So it's a part of our service offering to our clients. So when they run into crisis, I know crisis these days is peculiar. Crisis begins at the rate of Twitter. Crisis at the rate of Twitter right now. So in 5 minutes on Twitter, you can damage your brand that you have spent 100 years to build, brand image, reputation that you spent 100 years to build. In 5 minutes, can be damaged on Twitter. So we have to respond accordingly. So what I will not particularly mention, some case studies because I have to protect my clients, but suffice to say that we have a number of crises that we are managing. It's part of the menu, So it's part of the menu for us, So, and like I said, part of the challenge with crisis management is listening first. You have to listen. You have to listen to what conversations, especially online, and report those things. We have what you call the adverse news prompts in this organization. That is, if any client or retainer with us, if an adverse report comes out on the internet, within 1 hour, we'll let you know. So you can decide how you want to approach it, how you want to mitigate the crisis. Either we'll issue a holding statement, or you begin a campaign to neutralize the crisis.
Is this one of your service offerings to your clients?
Yes, it's standard offerings, crisis management.
How much value do you think the public relations profession holds to the growth of a brand? If Erisco was your client, how would they have handled the tomato review? Why would the potential clients with PR need choose?
Because he doesn't know better.
Journalist?
Most times he doesn't know better.
Are you sure the journalists are not offering something better than,
Amidst a dynamic world propelled by innovation and influence, where branding defines success and communication is key, we bring you brand and business news on TV, your gateway to the latest in marketing strategies, branding trends, and business insights. Join us every Thursday evening as we explore the forefront of business innovation and consumer trends. From exclusive event coverage to insightful consumer feedback, Brand and Business News on TV is where brand stories meet its audience. Don't miss out. Join the conversation. Partner with us today and elevate your brand's impact. For event coverage, partnership, and advertising opportunities, contact us now on www.bbnewstv.com or call +234 7037 529494. That is +234 7037 529494. Brand and Business News on TV, shaping the future of business, brands, and marketing. One story at a time.
And this is where we draw the curtains on today's episode of Brand and Business News. Stay tuned with us on all our social media platforms for more exclusive insights on marketing, communication, and brand updates. Subscribe to our YouTube channel as displayed on your screen for full access to our interviews and other interesting contents. Join us again next week on this same channel for another enriching episode where we uncover the latest trends shaping the integrated marketing communication industry and Nigeria's dynamic business world. This is Brand and Business News. Bye for now.